Yeah.
So next question for Jim, what certification do you look for, and what certification would you recommend to someone to get an entry-level job? And now I'm going to caveat that in cybersecurity.
Well, they're more acronyms than there are letters in the alphabet.
Right.
And so I can't pull one off the top of my head here. I've got really smart people who are my team, and they know what to look for and what questions to ask the young people as they're coming in. So I'm just going to take a pass on that one and say I can't tell you which one, but a couple are good. And that's the way I'm going to leave it here. You know, I told Brandon early on, if I don't have the answer to the question, I'm not going to pretend like I do.
So for me, I'll tell you this: go to the job, whatever job you want to get, do a Google search, Indeed, LinkedIn Jobs, whatever that may be. Look at the qualifications and see what they're asking for requirements,
Exactly.
certifications, and then work your way that way. Entry level jobs, you'll probably see Security Plus, right? You might see CISSP, but that's generally not an entry level job. But you'll see kind of Security Plus. It's a lot of the CompTIA ones you'll see on that. That's generally ones that get you in, and that would normally you'll be like a security analyst, maybe even working at a SOC level 1. Those are those jobs. But then you want to look at where is that your jump off point to what? Are you going into pen testing? Are you going to something else? Because if you're going to pen testing, then you look at certified ethical hacking. You're looking at OSCP. You're looking at all these other certifications. So you got to know the path of what you want to go, and then reverse engineer, work your way back to where you want to go. So again, I know we get a lot of these questions about like, what's the best certification? What's the best job first? What's the best job? And then work your way back. Hack that. If you can hack that, you're going to be a lot more successful versus us saying, go get your CISSP. If you don't like management, you don't like being kind of a managerial role, you're going to hate the CISSP. If you're a pen tester, a hacker, and that's what you love to do, you're going to go OSCP, you're going to go that direction. So you got to know where you want to go.
That's a very good point, Brandon. The other thing I like to add is at my company, we pay the testing fees and the certifications for people who want to move up. And I would, if I was a young person and I was getting in and I had some certifications, one of the questions I would ask is, how will you, Mr. Boss, Ms. Boss, how are you going to help support me in becoming a better analyst? And the answer better be, well, we're going to encourage you to take more courses and get more certifications. And I'm going to say, well, are you going to pay for these? And the answer should be yes. Right. Sometimes it's not, but if you want to move on from that entry-level job and get a higher paying job somewhere else, you need to take it on yourself. But we've always paid for those things for our people, because there's nothing better than having an intern come on board, work for us for a couple of years, and then go off and get an outstanding job somewhere else. That's what we do.
So let me ask you this, and I'm going to ask this because probably some of the guys are still asking, career type questions. Would you hire someone without any experience?
Depending on, okay. All right. We have hired military vets with no experience. And our offices are in New Boston, New Hampshire. There is a VA hospital in Manchester, New Hampshire, which is not that far away. Yes, we have hired military veterans who, maybe some of them were disabled. We hired them and we brought them in and we trained them from the ground floor up. Nice. And we looked at that as part of our mission.
Right. To give back for their service.
To give back for their service. So the answer is yes. But if you came to me as a fry cook from McDonald's, I would talk to you about how I really think you need to do some studying before you come back and interview again. But for the military veterans, especially the disabled ones, that is our mission, because the company was founded by, military vets. And we think that we owe these men and women, our time.
Yeah, for their service. No, and I completely agree. And I wanted to ask that question because I think one of the things where there's a gap in the industry right now is we're short of resources, right? Yeah. When it comes to organization, they need good quality resources. And being able to have people that are willing to do what that needs to do, like, for example, training, certification, self-study, doing all that, labs at home to get your foot in the door. And then once you do, like you just said, a lot of great companies, once you get your foot in the door, they'll help you accelerate your career.
Exactly. Exactly.